were to ask me one word that explained my dad, it would be modesty. If you ask my siblings, myself, or really anyone that ran in our circle, he was a coach. If you ask my mom, she would say he passed out uniforms.
When I think of my dad, I think of words like love, mentorship, accountability, and loyalty.
Two words that come to mind when you talk about my dad is both passionate and direct. Passionate because of his love for the game and the kids that he taught along the way. And direct because he never sugarcoated anything. You always knew how you stood or how you played, even though it's sometimes hard to hear.
When I think about Joe Henley and soccer in Johnson County, pioneer is one of the thoughts that comes to mind, because he and the people with him at the time really put the foundation in place that we see the result of now in these fabulous fields and the number of teams that are playing and all the organization and all the infrastructure we have now to support youth soccer in the area. One of the neat things about Joe's involvement in soccer is that it continues in his family still. Joe's daughter Erica, and I'm sure his daughter Annie, who went on and played soccer in the high school level, and in Annie's case beyond high school, now as mothers of their own children are coaching teams and helping kids play soccer just like their dad helped get things started 30 years ago. So the tradition of the Henley family supporting soccer continues, and Joe's legacy lives on in his kids and his grandkids. I know we're here today to induct Joe into a Soccer Hall of Fame, but I think knowing Joe Henley, he could also be inducted into the Dad Hall of Fame, the Good Guy Hall of Fame, the Good Organizer Hall of Fame. Everything he did really well. He did it first class. He made everybody a little better when they worked with him, and every group that he was part of, he made that group a little better. So today it's the Kansas Youth Soccer Hall of Fame, but Joe's in a lot of Hall of Fames, as we all know, and those who know him realize he qualifies for more Halls of Fame than just the soccer one.
I'm here to kind of honor Joe Henley in his youth soccer career. But I go back, Joe and I go back probably 40 years when I first met him. But the one thing that I do remember about Joe was the fact that he never wanted to be in the limelight. He was very low key, but he had a sense of humor. I, to this day, remember, like I said, I can't give you specific instances, but whenever there was a situation, I used to get all worked up, frothing at the mouth and what have you, whether teams we were losing or practice didn't go well, and Joe always had something that would kind of reduce the situation to hilarious laughter and what have you, and not only with the adults that he worked with, but with the kids. And very few people that I've known have had a knack that he could talk to adults, but in a way that the kids would understand what he was saying and be able to laugh about it.
My name is Roger Jackson, and I'm really honored to have the opportunity to honor my longtime friend, Joe Henley. We were friends for well over 40 years, and I was part of his coaching staff when all this soccer got started. I had been teaching at Rockhurst High School and coaching basketball, and some of you may be well aware that back in those days, there was a lot of resistance to starting up soccer programs at any level, certainly at the high school level. And the football coaches were trying desperately to stop that movement. But anyway, the Catholic League started up in 68 or 69. And Al Davis, who was the athletic director at Rockhurst, came to me and said, "I understand you went to college in St. Louis. Did you play soccer?" And I said, "I played intramural soccer. I was a goalie. They wouldn't let me do anything else. I couldn't do anything else." He said, Well, you're the first soccer coach at Rockhurst High School. We played in the snow and ice. The league schedule was during winter, so that it wouldn't interfere with football. I admired Joe so much because he had great leadership qualities, not just with soccer and the youth program, but certainly with his business and with raising his kids. I think he and Joanne had high standards for them, but Joe did everything he could to assist them and encourage them, and they've all been quite successful. We loved him, and we miss him. Thank you.